So Maslow's hierarchy of needs applies to all of your stakeholders. This includes your customers, your employees, your investors, and your business. And as a quick refresher on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, at the base of the pyramid, you have your physiological needs, air, food, water, sleep. Above that, your sense of safety, both physical and psychological safety. Once those basic needs are met, we get to the middle of the pyramid where we're talking about a sense of love and belonging, being a member of a community, and having self-esteem, feeling like you're competent in your work and you can do good work. When those four sets of needs are met, you can reach the top of the pyramid, which is self-actualization. This is the highest level of being and thinking, solving complex problems, creating real impact in the world. And so I want to show you how those apply to your customers, employees, and investors. So at the top of this pyramid for customers, the base of that one, you need to meet their expectations, and then they'll be satisfied with the work that you're doing. Above that, you want to meet their desires, and they're a little bit more committed to your brand. The magic happens at the top when you meet customers' unrecognized needs. Right? They become brand evangelists who want to tell everybody what you're doing, spread amazing positive word of mouth marketing. And an example of this with Waveborn sunglasses, we had a 365-day warranty, which means if you lost your sunglasses, if they were broken or stolen, we'd mail you a new pair for free. And everybody was like, "Oh, Malloy, like, how are you doing this? Like, you're gonna lose so much money." They were completely wrong. We found our best brand evangelists by the people who didn't know that they needed a year-long sunglass warranty. Like, we had one girl who went to the zoo, had her glasses on her forehead, leaned back to take a picture with a giraffe. They fell in the giraffe exhibit. The giraffe came over, smashed her sunglasses. Can't make this stuff up. And we mailed her a new pair for free. And then she told everybody and their mother how great Waveborn sunglasses was, all about our social mission and the amazing warranty. And we were able to sell several more pairs as a result of that. So I encourage you to think about the unrecognized needs of your customers and how you may be able to add additional value in that sense. At the bottom left now, we've got Maslow's pyramid for employees. And so at the base of that is money. They need enough money to pay their rent, to put food on the table for themselves and their loved ones. But once you get above about 75K a year, there's not a lot more motivation coming from paying them more. So the middle of that pyramid is recognition. You praise publicly, you give them credit, you take blame when things don't go that well, and you tell them you trust them. Walking over and putting a little hand on the shoulder like, "Hey, Mike, I trust you to make that decision. I support you." People are going to work hard for the next 2 weeks. It's amazing what they'll do with a little bit of recognition. And the peak of this pyramid is meaning. And does the mission, vision, values of the organization align with their personal mission, vision, values, what they believe they're here on this earth to do, the impact to create? And when there's alignment there, it's incredibly inspiring, and you'd be amazed at the productivity you can get out of a team who believes in the mission of the organization. On the right-hand side, we've got the investor pyramid here. And at the base of that pyramid is transactional alignment. Does the deal make sense? Do they trust that they could make a little bit or perhaps a lot of money? Great. That's kind of table stakes to get an investor to consider investing in you. The middle of this pyramid is relationship alignment, or what I call the dinner in Chicago test, where if you and an investor were in Chicago for one night and one night only, would you want to have dinner together? You're going to sit down, you're going to break bread, you're going to talk a little bit of business. You're also going to talk about family and hobbies, a local sports team, maybe have a couple of bottles of wine. If you're at Olive Garden, you're there, your family, there's unlimited breadsticks. I mean, it's flowing, and it's much more than a 20-minute Zoom meeting. And if for either reason you or the investor wouldn't want to have that meal, don't do the deal. Because it really is a relationship that you're both investing in when you take that money. And at the top of the pyramid is legacy. What do these investors want to tell their kids and grandkids that they use their wealth to create in the world? What do they want to feel a pride and ownership in? And something too that they can brag to their buddies on the golf course, that, hey, I invested in this company, it's doing something really awesome. That story they tell themselves about, they're their own hero in their hero's journey, and they have accumulated an abundance of wealth. How can they use that to enhance, that story and self-image, and hopefully create a lasting impact in the world around them? And so last but not least, we can apply Maslow's hierarchy of needs to your business. And I learned this framework from another Mike M's book called Fix This Next. And at the base of the pyramid is sales. If you're not selling anything and there's no money coming in, you're going to have a hard time running a business. It's not going to last very long. On top of that is profit. Do your expenses, are your expenses less than your sales? So then you've got some profit coming in. All right, now it's time to get the business in order. Make sure you have standardized systems, and processes. So ultimately, you can create impact and leave that legacy through the business. And so all of these examples of Maslow's hierarchy of needs will allow you new lenses at which to look through your business and your relationships with your key